So here we are. We continue to look back on Corey's incredible career ahead of his retirement. This time tomorrow, which none of us can believe, we'll be saying goodnight together for the final time because he's leaving us. But for now, let's take a look at one of Corey's more emotional reports.
It's 6 in the morning at Midway, and the Andrews sisters are belting out the hits.
I never flaunted being a veteran. When my time came, I did what I had to do, and that was it.
Come on, sir.
Reluctant or not, they trudge on board, accompanied by a slew of guardians and volunteers not fully aware of what lies ahead.
Did you expect that kind of reception when you got off the plane?
Absolutely not. It brought tears to my eyes.
It's emotional, it's moving, and it's an experience I had hoped to share with my dad. My dad fought in Europe in the 94th Infantry. Sadly, he didn't live long enough to make this trip. But you know, I see him and I hear him in the faces and voices of the veterans I've met here today.
Veterans like Glenn King from Naperville, an Air Force bombardier navigator who served in Europe. He still thinks of those friends who never made it home.
I absolutely can't put it into words, actually. This thing is the most beautiful thing I ever saw in all my life.
Fantastic. I think I'm not walking, I'm floating. I'm floating.
God, I love those guys.
Yes.
They really, they were spectacular, and I'll never forget. That was like late 2010, and my father had passed away earlier in the year because we had planned on going to this thing, and then he didn't make it. But but those, but like I said in the report, they all reminded me of my dad so much. They're all just salt of the earth guys. But Honor Flight is just a tremendous organization. At that time, it was strictly World War II guys. Now they've opened it up to just about everybody, which is great. But a spectacular experience, and one that's at the top of the list for me.
I was going to ask what your favorite story is, but I know there's so many. It would put you on the spot, probably, right?
Well, that's one of my favorite experiences. I guess probably we showed the other night, the '89 earthquake, when running around covering that craziness where the middle of the World Series, the earthquake struck, and we were running around covering that like crazy for hours. That's probably at the top of the list too.
Yeah.
Bulls run. Well, the Bulls run. Yeah, you're right. I mean, where do you draw the line? The Bulls run the championships, to be around Michael Jordan for all those years was. I mean, what can compare to that, right?
Yeah.
But it's just been an honor to be here for the ride. I mean.
Well, we've loved having you, of course, and your retirement came up so fast. Yeah, I can't believe it's tomorrow.
Well, it took 46 years to get here, Dawn, so it wasn't that fast.
We'll give you a pass, fine.
Do we have time for a quick weather update?